Today I'm going to share some tips to avoid any surprises during the final walkthrough. The purpose of the final walkthrough is that the buyer can see the property before going to the closing table and get the keys. So the final visual inspection of the house is called walkthrough, and it should take 15 minutes depending on the size of the house, but it shouldn't be more than 20-25 minutes. However, sometimes we might find surprises. One of the tips that I can share to avoid any surprises during the final walkthrough is, for the seller, for example, do not leave behind anything that was not agreed on the contract. Any furniture or any extra things. Don't leave in the garage anything in the attic, in the laundry. Take everything with you. The flip side of that is that you will take things with you that were not agreed in the contract. For example, cameras, chandeliers, anything that is attached to the house. If it was not disclosed that you are going to remove it, to remove those items, that could cause a problem with the buyer. And the last tip, very important, if you can, as far as it depends on you, try to avoid leaving any trash in front of the house. I know you are moving out, you've been in the house for many years, but try to arrange the bulk pickup of the trash prior to closing. Another thing I experienced is when the seller agrees to fix something that showed up in the inspection, and then at the final walkthrough, that item has to be fixed. And if they are going to do a re-inspection, or the item that was supposed to be fixed is not within the buyer's standard, as a seller, delivering the house in the best possible condition, it will work in your advantage, because the buyer can order the title company to hold an escrow until whatever is wrong with the house is fixed. So try to avoid any potential inconveniences that can arise during that final walkthrough. Keep the house clean, avoid leaving anything behind that was not agreed, or remove anything that was not approved by the buyer, or the buyer was not aware that you would be taking with you maybe the washer and dryer, and that was not disclosed. And the contract says that the appliances are part of the sale. Let's try to avoid any potential inconveniences for the final walkthrough day. Remember to keep the goal in mind, and the goal is to get to the closing table. If you ever have a question about real estate in Broward County, don't hesitate to call me. I will be happy to help.